Hi, everybody. My name is Ashok Mathur. I am the Dean of Graduate Studies here at OCAD University, and I wanted to send a message out to all ongoing students in graduate studies and also all incoming students. Before I do that, I'd like to make a land acknowledgement to recognize that OCAD University is on the historical and traditional territories of the Haudenosaunee, the Anishinaabe, the Huron-Wendat, and the Mississaugas of the Credit. And I want to further acknowledge the Métis communities that have inhabited this territory for many, many generations, and also the urban indigenous populations here as well. Further to that, I know many of you are viewing this, many of you are coming from different territories, and I want to make an acknowledgement of that too, that we often come from different spaces, and we do want to recognize the land on which we stand on. As we gear up for a new year, I know we're up for some very serious challenges. There's no questioning that. We're in the midst of a pandemic, and there are a lot of uncertainties in the air. However, I've been working very closely with my graduate studies office staff, with my graduate program directors and coordinators, and with faculty. And I have to say, I've been extremely impressed with what they've been able to accomplish in a very short period of time. And I'm very excited to unveil, I think, our particular plan that will be happening in the fall, and encouraging you all to engage with it as fully as you can, and to understand that we're going to be offering what I honestly believe to be a stellar educational experience. Now is the time for students to be undertaking graduate education. There are a lot of opportunities and a lot of possibilities for all of us, and I want us to take advantage of that, and to not be feeling that the histories and the conditions that we're under are going to intimidate us. Far from that, they're going to create a space for us to problem solve and do some incredible things over the years, and the degrees that you're going to be engaging in to come. Now, I know you're all either continuing or about to enter into programs that deal with everything from foresight and innovation to health design, to inclusive possibilities, to interdisciplinary work, to art history, to curatorial studies, and the list goes on. There's so many crossovers that I almost don't know where to begin, but I do welcome you all in and welcome you all back to this particular adventure. However, before we get into the particularities of the programs and what we can expect in the fall, I want to start by telling you a little bit of a story. What I'm showing you are my father's collection of ties, 136 of them. My father, May21 Mathur, came to Canada from India back in the early 60s, and every day he went to work, I saw him get up and present himself wearing one of these ties. Those of you who know me know that I rarely wear ties, or I used to not wear ties very often. And I decided at the beginning of this pandemic, I brought back all these ties after my father had died, and I decided to wear a different one each day, partly out of homage to him, but also out of a gesture to the people I'm meeting, my staff, my colleagues, other students. And I just wanted to say, I want to present my best side to you, and I want us to present our best sides to each other. So let's take this away and run with it. Our commitment then from graduate studies at OCAD University is this: for all 7 programs, for incoming students and for returning students, for domestic students and international, we'll be offering a very complete set of remote delivery courses that will go right through the term. This has been endorsed by the university writ large, so it's going to be an exciting time for all of us, and we're just gearing up for this now. The important thing for grad studies is to be flexible and to accommodate different needs and possibilities. So what that means is this: for international students and for domestic students who are outside the GTA, it's perfectly okay to stay where you are and to complete the first part of your program where you're at. And this will be an advantage for things like finances and housing and travel, but it will also keep us all safe, which is a primary concern. We've also learned that through various government regulations, international students will be able to take 50% of their programming online without coming to Canada, and they'll still be able to apply for and receive the post-graduation work permits that many students take come to our schools for those particular reasons. So that's, again, exciting news. And the final thing is we're assessing the feasibility of holding some in-person, I won't say classes, but events and times. So in some of our programs, students work in groups. Some of them, they're presenting in pairs. They're doing various things like that. And we want to make sure that that's possible. Now, this will depend on provincial, municipal, institutional guidelines, and it will also depend on what the students themselves feel comfortable in participating in. But in graduate studies in particular, we're allowing for various flexibilities to allow for incredible sorts of possibilities. So I invite you to join us. This is a strange time, but it's also an exciting time. We can turtle up, I suppose, and decide that this is not going to work for us. But I choose to take a much more optimistic and expressive view, which is that this gives us an opportunity to study, to learn, to work, and to do things together that we may not have had a chance to do before. And let's take advantage of this. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of you here in September. It may be on the screen, but it may be in various ways in person. And I urge you all to participate in the fullest way that you can. This is going to be an exciting year. This is going to be our largest year in graduate studies for every one of our programs, and we're just super excited to have you all here. So welcome, come into the fold, and let's have some fun.